And we're live! Hello, everybody. I just feel like I've been running around like a chicken with their head cut off. I opened up this stream and I'm like, sorry, Amy, I need to go get water and I need to go to the bathroom and I need to do this and I need to do that. And haven't even asked, how's your weekend going?
Good. I was dog sitting this weekend. I told my friend, I'm just going to start telling people that your house is my weekend home.
Right. I know. I feel like you dog sit a lot. Is it the same family every time?
It's not every time, but a lot of times. And it's funny because at the beginning of the summer, she was like, these are the 2 weekends we're going to be gone. And they were both in August. And I was like, cool. That sounds great. And then all of a sudden she was like, ooh, so we might be doing this. And it's always okay for me to say no. Like she's never gotten mad if I can't or anything like that. But she knows to stay away from holidays because I usually am up north with my family and stuff like that. So she's like, you can say no. And I was like, oh, twist my arm. I hate your dogs. But they just, I don't know. It is like a home away from home and it's really so fun. So for me anyway. So, and then the other friend that I dog sit for, his dogs actually have a dog door. So I go over there and I just feed them and then I chill out with them so they don't feel neglected. Right. And then I can take off.
Do your own thing. Yeah. Nice.
Hers just have to go to the bathroom all the time.
Oh man. That's funny.
They're little dogs. Go straight through.
Oh my word. And that wraps up our dog portion of the evening. So what are you reading tonight?
So tonight I have 3 books a month going. I have Yours Truly. I have The Last Story. And this one is my audio, but I'm actually the furthest in it. So part of me just wants to
snowball that sucker.
It. So
Dave Ramsey, you're reading.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's I'm thinking I'm going to finish my audio first and then I can pick a different audio for tomorrow. And I might actually get 5 book of the month, 6 books a month. But I might actually get 6 if I finish these 3 and 1 more.
That's amazing.
I don't know if I will though.
I've read only 3. I did finish the Magnolia Palace over the weekend.
Yesterday. Did you like it?
Yesterday morning. I loved it. I just sat. I woke up late and then I just sat for 2 or 3 hours to finish the audiobook. It was a very nice, chill Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. And then I'm doing a try chapter tonight. So I totally restarted my try chapter video. I think I mentioned this. Was it the last time we were live or was I just talking to you? I think it was.
It was the last time we were live. Yeah.
I don't want to read any of these.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad if I only read 3 book of the month because I'm unhauling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 altogether.
Yeah, you're good.
1 was a DNF. 6 were from that try chapter that I was going to do. And then as I was picking out the ones I'm actually doing a try chapter for, I found another one that I'm like, honestly, if I was doing my unhaul shelf thing that I've been doing, these would be gone anyway. So just let them be gone. And so far I've read 2 of the 5 that I picked out. And one of those is going to be an unhaul as well. So I don't feel bad that I've only read 3 because I'm getting a ton off of my shelf.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point too. And now my book of the month fits on those 2 shelves.
Wow.
Other than the 5 I have pulled out right now, there's some on top, 2 up on top, and then those 2 shelves. And that's it. That's crazy because it was 4. It was 4 shelves. It has been 4 shelves. And now it's only 4.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So I have 3 more. Should I show you guys? I'll tell you. This is a sneak peek for the video. I won't tell you which ones I've already read. You'll have to watch the video for that. But I restarted my try chapter. So now I have the Anthropocene Reviewed, nonfiction book of essays. The Storm We Made. I have no clue what that one's about. Vanessa Chan. That's why it's in this pile. I have no clue
Zero
whatsoever. And I didn't look it up. Again and Again, which was one of my anticipated reads, but I've not heard anybody talk about it, by Jonathan Evison. Kind of sci-fi, kind of like a guy in an old folks home, something with memories. I don't know. Curious. A History of Wild Places. Also not sure that this is a book for me. Wanted to try out the first little bit to see Shay Earnshaw. And then The Space Between Worlds, another sci-fi. So I've read 2 of these already, the first chapter, and have 3 more to go.
Sorry, I thought you said you read both of them. I was like,
no, I've read the first chapter only.
The first chapter.
So that's what I'm working on tonight, because I need to finish filming that video so that I can edit and upload and post it before the 14th. Hopefully. We'll see. If I can get the other 3 read tonight, then I should be able to be.
When is your 5-star prediction thing due?
And last Thursday in August. Okay. So I only have one. Where is it? Oh, it's in my pile of what needs to be read this month.
Oh, okay.
Wayward. I have 2 more. These 2 are book of the month as well. I have to fit those up there. Because those I got out of Everand jail yesterday. Sweet. So my next
That's great.
My next audiobook is going to be Wayward.
Nice.
I would like
my next audiobook might be The Secret Book of Flora Lee.
Ooh, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah, I like
I
it.
love Patty Callahan Henry.
Yeah.
But there, and then another one that I had was Anita DeMonte Laughs Last.
I never even heard of that. Is that an old
By
one?
Sochi Gonzalez.
Never even heard of it. Don't have a clue. Okay,
it's got like 1980s vibes and stuff. So
fun. I'm gonna go through comments because otherwise we're gonna get too far behind. Hi, Katie. Finished. Oh, I'm so glad that you loved The Mystery Guest. I really liked it as well. Hello.
On hold.
Oh yeah, it's so good. It's a quick one, but it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Still reading through Trusts. Got Part of Your World going on too. Nice. Hello. Baby is expected next year. I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, doesn't do with books. A baby is expected next year. Core likes Avanel. Oh,
as a name?
The name? Avanel? Ava as an Ava. Avanel? Avanel? I'm not sure. It's different. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's that her comment doesn't have to do with books.
Okay. Gotcha.
Asking about
talking about baby names.
Yeah.
Avanel. I don't know. It will be one that gets mispronounced all the time.
Yeah.
Be ready for that.
That would be my only thing. I think as a teacher, I would be like stressed by it. But I do love the name Nell. I love it.
Nell is cute for a nickname instead of Ava.
Mm-hmm.
Ava, I don't know. Hi, Susan. Loved The Mystery Guest. Hope there are more in the series. I heard that there's another one at least coming out.
Yeah.
Lost Girls of Paris still. Good. Hi, Jamie. Only One Left by Riley Sager. Also listening to Tress. Got a little convo. I love that. Brenda's here reading The Summer Swap by Sarah Morgan. I've read some Sarah Morgan and enjoyed it. Interesting facts about
Space
by Emily Austin.
Or is it Solace?
Oh, good guesses. Hi, Kim. Power went out during our discussion earlier, and I finally got internet back. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Lindsay's in the house. Shelterwood. Oh, I'm glad you're reading that. You can let me know what you think about it before I do. I actually have heard that it's not as great as I was hoping it would be. So we'll see.
I want to read Every Summer After. I wanted to read it this summer, and I don't know that I'm going to get to it.
Story of my life. Starling House and loved it. Very cool, Nancy.
Nice.
Reading, enjoying the unmaking of June Farrow. I liked that too.
Wow.
You dog sit? I'll have to keep that in mind. Emily, tomorrow. Did you like it? I'm so curious.
I am too.
And I'm curious if you're liking The Maid. Reading The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Wonderful. Hi, Lena. What have you done?
Ooh,
Sherry LaPina. Pina.
that's intriguing.
Happy to be here, Molly. I'm glad you're here. Starting 7-Year Slip. I want to read
love that one.
I want to read it, but honestly, I'm so hesitant because I really didn't care for a novel love story. I just was looking on Goodreads today and I gave it 3 stars. I'm like, this is really not a 3-star. This is a 2-star.
Oh.
So I might change my Goodreads when I finally do my Nat Kelly review for it. Ugh. First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. But that makes me nervous to then go and read more from her. But I have heard 7-Year Slip is much better.
I really liked 7-Year Slip. You have to suspend a lot of disbelief, but
sure. I'm okay with that. I just didn't like, honestly, I didn't like her writing in a novel love story. I was rolling my eyes. I'm like, this is an awkward conversation when it's not supposed to be awkward. There was zero chemistry between the love interests. Like, it was really in the writing of it and not the story itself. The story itself had a lot of potential, but the writing's kind of bad.
I think you should try it, but I think you should like borrow it from the library.
Well, I already have it. I already have 7-Year Slip.
Oh, okay.
But like maybe it was a case of her first 2 did really well, and so she was pressured to like pop out a new one quickly. I mean, that's possible. But like, editors, do your job.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
I just bought that one.
First Lie Wins. A novel love story.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard people who really like it.
I don't know if I have, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't know what I've heard.
I think the readathon is over for me. Yeah, Lena, you're clearly not in the mood for more Book of the Month at the moment.
Oh, no.
Reading the new Amanda Kloss.
Make your cookout with non-Book of the Month. It's
there fine. There you go. Reading Bride After Some Dinner. What's for dinner? Camp Zero and The Vanishing Days. Oh, is The Vanishing Days Susanna Kearsley? The Vanishing Days. I think it is. Where's my Kearsley books? Yeah. Oh, no, it's The Vanished Days. Wonder if there's a different one. Hello, Katie. Long time no see. Hi, Jeanette. Reading Under Fire by Lynn H. Blackburn. Wonderful. Jennifer is having to work on lesson plans, but then reading The Lost Story. I kind of want to read The Lost Story. But I need to do an audiobook. Reading Becoming Mrs. Lewis. Trying to catch up on some review books. Good plan. Hi, Nicole. Reading Finley Donovan.
Love it.
Kelly is reading Darling Girl and getting some laundry done. Actually, I should throw in a load of laundry too. Thank you for that.
I'm hearing Darling Girl. What is that?
Darling Girl was a Book of the Month I unhauled. Liz Makowski. It's like a Darling Girl. Wendy Darling. It's a Peter Pan retelling, maybe.
Okay.
But like dark. I heard it was going to be too dark for me. So I
love Peter Pan retellings. I think that would be why I didn't get it, because I don't want like super dark. Like,
yeah. I don't remember exactly why I unhauled it. I just heard enough people say no, that's not a Krista book. I trust people know I'm pretty clear about what I like and don't like, and people know my taste well enough that they're like, yeah, you don't want to read that one. But
yeah.
I trust you guys. So I unhauled Darling Girl. A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Table for Two. Oh yeah, I forgot I started that. I should probably read another short story in that one too. Yeah. And the Shell Seekers and starting the rom-comers. Fun. That's nice because it's a good mixture. Like Table for Two is literary fiction. Shell Seekers is like what they would have called women's fiction, but I would just say it's just like, I don't know, what's Rosamund Pilcher? Women's fiction. I don't know. And the rom-comers is a rom-com. So
plus Emily, who hates Catherine Center, like rom-comers. So you don't have to take my word for
it. Thanks, Katie. Hello, Jennifer. Starting the summer of yes. Oh, I love that one, Tracy. The Village. If you liked The Village, you will
Mm.
like The History of Wild Places. Both are a favorite. I did like The Village. It was like intense.
Have
Um,
you read Running Out of Time?
no, but I keep pulling it to read. By Margaret Peterson Haddix, right? I
Yeah,
pulled
because
it.
there are people that think The Village was based off of Running Out of Time.
Oh, now I really want to read it. I need to read it. It's so short
It's
too.
I mean, it's not there. I mean, it definitely is
Different.
not the
Sure.
same, but there's a very similar component in it.
Okay. Cool. Everett Jail is the worst. It's so annoying. It's kind of fun to like see. I got down one time. I think I had 4 available on my saved list, which is easily close to 100 or 80 something that I have saved. But I got down to 4 one month because I had just been
Right.
listening to so much and I just kept picking from what was left, what was available. And finally I was like, okay, that's annoying.
Hmm.
Oh, Kim, I hope you like that one. I enjoyed it. I don't think I kept it on my shelves, but I did enjoy it
I
when I
have
read
that
it.
one to read.
Hello, Beth. Finishing The Love of My Afterlife. I've heard a few people
Mhm.
talking about that lately.
Yeah, me too.
And then starting My Murder. Oshina, yay. Welcome. As Bright as Heaven. I love As Bright as Heaven. What I think Susan Meissner does so well in that book is the voice. Because it's like 3 or 4 perspectives, and you know immediately who it is. Because the
Mhm.
tone of each perspective is different, which is so good for an author to do. Like
Yeah,
when it's the mom, you know it's the mom. When it's one of the sisters, you know which sister. Like she just
that's
does
so
the,
cool.
the voice of each character so well.
That's
Not
cool.
like narrated wise, but like the writing, like you can tell who it. I just think she did so good in that book. Nikita, welcome. We're reading Lomehenge by Brian Jakes. That's the Redwall. Is that part of the Redwall series? Completed the readathon early, overachiever. Just kidding.
Nice.
Glad for sprints. It was a long day, so reading and chatting is welcome. Happy reading to
Mm.
you too. Hi, Trina. Yay. Same.
Yay. Thank
Reading
you.
Spells for Forgetting. Fun. 2 more coming out. Short story in October about Thanksgiving, and a full book possibly April. Well, that's for the Maid series.
Oh, okay.
On a Walk. Welcome.
Nice.
Way to watch On a Walk. Get going, girl. Get going. Put your phone away. Pump it. Go, go. Blindsided. I loved Spells for Forgetting and how atmospheric it was. I liked it except for the second person point of view, and the game sequence took too long.
Mhm.
I don't have Book of the Mom. Reading The Bee Sting. It's a lengthy book, and it's a Libra. What's a Libra? I don't know what that means. The Bee Sting.
Library.
Oh, I don't know. It's all caps.
Yeah.
What's up, Ron? Reading Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe. So good. Loved the
Hmm.
movie and decided to read the book so far. I know. I wasn't disappointed in the book either. It was
I liked the movie better than the book.
Yeah. I mean, I think I liked the movie better too, but it was more nostalgia that I liked the movie better because I just used to love it.
Yeah.
She homeschools. I'll tell her y'all's opinions. You're welcome.
As a teacher, that would give
But
me
like
anxiety, but
using the name is such a personal thing. Like
yeah.
tell her not to worry what anyone else thinks.
Yeah.
If she likes it, do it. Like
Yeah.
it's up to her.
I've
34 of
had
the
lots
maid,
of
but I
students whose names gave me anxiety, and I dealt with it, and I love those students. So
yeah. I already don't like the bartender in the maid. Well, neither did I. Dinner is actually scrambled eggs and bacon. Oh, perfect. Breakfast for dinner is the best.
nice.
It is vanished. That's okay, Susanna Kearsley. Oh, I hope you love it. I need to read. I have quite a few. Susanna Kearsley. Is she on my list of Read a Zero? She needs to be on my list of Read a Zero.
Check it, check it, check it.
Oh my word. I'm gonna have too many. Nope, I'm adding her. So I don't
It's
forget.
important that your list is accurate.
Absolutely. All right, we need a sprint soon, so I'm going to go quick. Wandering Stars, welcome. Checked it out of the library. You were right.
Library.
I'm trying to finish it quickly.
Sometimes I teach middle schoolers.
Not there is a Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth, but there's also a Darling Girls by the other person that she said, Michaleski or something. There's two. They're both the same title. Darling Girls is also Sally Hepworth's newest, and that's also not a Krista book. From drug use. Yeah, Emily is one of the ones who said it's not for me. Running Out of Time is such a good book. Love Running Out of Time. Oh, fun.
Yeah, I read Running Out of Time with my students, and
no, I know.
I
I know what you mean, Emily. I don't like to call it women's fiction either, but I feel like that's
we don't have a category titled men's fiction because men aren't worth reading about. I'm just kidding. Kind of like the men at work signs, and my grandma's always like, men are the only ones that need a sign that shows that they're working. Women are always working.
Right. It is a book. It is a book. Bird by
It
Bird.
is kind of weird that we have a women's fiction.
I know.
Like,
switch to the Spell Shop. I think the cover of the Spell Shop is gorgeous.
I got it at Barnes and Noble with my gift cards after I had my car appointment.
Oh, yeah. It was your stress by day.
Yeah, my stress by day.
Lomehenge
beautiful purple edges. Oh my gosh.
16 out of 21. Nikita, you're so close to finishing. Yeah, that's a long series. A little cleaning, a little reading, starting and closing. Yay.
Where'd you find it? I'm just curious.
4 or 4.5 stars. That's amazing.
Nice.
Susanna Kearsley is amazing, Jane. You need to try one. My first one was The Rose Garden, and I loved it. She always plays with time, but in different ways. So it's not straight time travel. Sometimes there's a portal. Sometimes it deals with memories, and this woman is actually having memories of somebody who lived ages ago. Like, so it's just a different, in each book that I can remember, she plays with time in some way. She's so good. I think I've read almost all of Susanna Kearsley. No worries, Liz. We gotcha. We figured it out. So far, I read The Mystery Guest, 5 stars. I love Molly too. Also read The Lost Story. It was okay, 3.5. Now working on The Women. I love it. Stopped at a little library. War That Saved My Life, 100%.
My Sister's Keeper, 100%. But don't watch the movie first.
No. I mean, they're both good, but if I had to pick between the two,
yeah, 100%. If I could only pick one, I would pick The War That Saved My Life and get My Sister's Keeper from the library.
There you go. Or just take both of them.
Or just
bring some books later. Yeah. I think it used to be called women's fiction in the 70s and 80s, and then it seemed to have divided into romance or contemporary. Yeah. I mean, you still hear people say chick lit. It's not, I would not call Rosamund Pilcher chick lit. But
and I think chick lit is what's meant to be like a rom-com,
right,
like crazy, you know, kind of
family drama. I think this one, Shell Seekers, is family drama. Contemporary. I guess that's contemporary. All right, let's do a sprint. Added to TBR immediately. Yes. Oh man, you're gonna love Jane. You're gonna love Susanna Kearsley. Again, Rose Garden. That's my favorite. I mean, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's really good. And The Winter Sea, and then The Winter Sea has a sequel, The Firebird, and I think there's a third one that's kind of in that series, even though it's not a direct series. It's not like a direct sequel, but they kind of go together. You're welcome.
I'm dying to know which ones you took, though, Christy.
I know. I loved My Sister's Keeper, but haven't read the other
Emily, read The War That Saved My Life.
Please. All right, it's 7:55. Let's go ahead and read until 20 after. We'll start with a 25-minute. Read till 20. And I need to find an ambient room. So I'll do that while y'all are reading. See you in a few minutes.
Happy reading.
Happy reading. All right. Come on back. How did that sprint go for you, Amy? You're muted. You're muted.
It went well. I'm on page 236 of 320. So
Nice.
less than 100 pages.
Yay.
I did do the unfortunate side effects of Heartbreak and Magic because I am the furthest in this one. So
I love it. Snowball.
yeah.
Reading Snowball.
Reading Snowball.
I did get one more tri-chapter book read. I just don't feel like I want to tell you all the things
You
because
don't have to tell us all the things yet.
it's going to be in a video. And I filmed my clips for it and everything. And I filmed my clip for the next one I'm going to read.
Well,
I will just say that I love...
Not tell us what it is, but tell us how you thought, what you thought.
Yeah. So I loved it.
Oh,
I even read a portion of it in the video because I loved it that much.
Nice.
And I was not expecting to love it like that. So that was kind of fun. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you because there's only 5 books. So it's not like there's a zillion books.
Yeah.
But of the 3 that I've read the first chapter of, I'm the most interested in continuing that one so far. Nice. So that's good. I would love it if I can get through the other 2. I will. I mean, we're only just beginning. So
yeah,
I would love to get that done and at least like upload it to my computer and put into iMovie so that I can edit a little bit of it during nap time. Maybe all of it during nap time tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Amazing. That would be amazing. Hi, Jenny. Showed up right before we started that last sprint.
Yep.
Vanish Days is the 3rd. Okay, good. The Vanish Days is the 3rd. So Winter Sea, the Firebird, and then Vanish Days, their companions. Finally found all the definitions online. Chick lit is now rom-com.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I love Susanna Kearsley too. My favorite is Desperate Fortune. Do I have that? I think so. I think I have all of them. A Desperate Fortune, yeah. Oh man. I need to get I'm gonna in one of these sprints. I'm gonna add all her books to my list and put them in publication order. I think.
So is that your list of authors you want to read to 0?
Yeah. So I have the author and then all their books and the ones I've already read so I can see how many more I have. That will be a video that will come out at some point. Like these are the authors I'd like to read to 0.
Right.
And where I'm at this point. And then I can do a checkup like 6 months later. Like here's how I'm doing on reading all those.
Yeah.
Content. Everything is about content.
Yeah.
My Sister's Keeper is probably easier to get at the library or on Libby. So I'll go with The War That Saved My Life, which is also easy to get on Libby and the library. Oh, but it's also one that you're going to want to own.
You're going to want to own it. Mm-hmm.
Have you read Turnabout by Margaret Peterson Haddix? No.
I have it on my shelves.
Do you?
And I have read the first chapter during like a try chapter before I realized that was a thing. And I want to read it.
Nice. I am
like very science fiction-y. Like very.
I love her Among the Brave, Among the whatever. What's that series called? Among the Brave, Among the Barons, Among the Imposters, Among the whatever. I love that series. I think by the end I was like, okay, I'm ready for this to be done. But I love the beginning of it.
Them like all in order, didn't you?
Well, yeah, because I had read the first couple before, but I don't know that I ever finished. So yeah, it was like 2 summers ago or 3 summers ago. Yeah. I read the whole thing like in a month or 2. Yeah. Just flew through them, which was a fun way to do it. I also, next up for me, with her though, is I read The Strangers. So I'd like to read The Deceivers and The Messengers and finish that trilogy.
Yeah. Is that just 3?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Because I've read The Strangers, which I loved The Strangers.
Yeah, me too. I really like her. She's good. She's a good middle grade. It's perfect for 6th grade, like 6th, 7th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade. Like they're perfect for that age group.
Yeah. I do have 8th graders that love it too, but
or
I have in the past.
Sure. I do this. I mean, I'm not in any of those grades and I love them. Right. Try Mariana. Mariana, I think is her debut, I want to say. The Shadowy Horses. I think I Did I read The Shadowy Horses? No, I think that's the one that's on my cart for this year. Oh no, Mariana's on my cart for this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, Running Out of Time has a sequel now. I'm sorry. I just thought of that.
Does it?
Yes.
These are the
I
editions
think
of
it's more of a
this.
companion, but
I need to read Running Out of Time. That needs to
you
happen.
have to read. Yeah. Okay. Open your Amy Made Me Do It tab.
I don't have one.
I added a book to it.
I don't think I actually made it.
Well, that's your fault. You're gonna have to go back and watch and figure out what it
I
was.
I can't be bossed around. You can't tell me what to do. I can boss others around. You're just gonna have to show up to one of my patron chats where you can put a book in the jar, and then maybe I'll pick it, and then you can boss me around.
You were supposed that was one that you were supposed to read for your read like when you were doing.
I know Running Out of Time was one of the choices
That was
when I
one
was
of the
reading like you.
choices.
But
Yeah,
we went a different direction. What did I end up picking? I forget.
I forget too.
I'm putting it. I'm starting a list.
Oh, see, I knew if I didn't
I mean, I'm not gonna
respond.
necessarily
You don't have to do anything with it, but I'm not
Oh my
saying you have to
gosh.
do anything with it,
I
but
love it. No, but
I
I've
made
seen
a list for
people
you.
I feel like after this year, like maybe next year, it would be fun to do something like what I did last year, reading
Mhm,
like a booktube friend. But I've seen people just having one person and they trade, like
mhm.
they boss each other, and
Yeah,
then it's a collab type of a thing. And I liked that idea because it brings
yeah,
like it was not really a collab the way that I did it.
yeah.
Kind of. I mean,
It was a little bit,
on
yeah.
my end, but like it wasn't content for the other person too. So it would
Right.
be fun to have
Mhm,
something that we do together.
yeah.
So I'm thinking of doing that next year, maybe.
Mhm.
I just thought of
Yeah,
it.
they like, Lindsay and Sarah should do that for Booklist Thursday. Maybe they have
Yeah,
already. They've been doing it a lot longer than I've
I know,
been
right?
watching them.
Yay, reading Heinz Feet. It's so good.
Mhm.
Putting a hold in for War That Saved My Life on Libby at 2 libraries. Sister's Keeper is available in local libraries, so I grabbed Summer of the Woods, the Virginia Mystery series. It is a middle grade. I've read it. I didn't love it, but I like that it's a
It's
local
no
author.
war that saved my life.
It's not even close. I like that it's a local author, and I think I would have loved it as a kid. It's one of those that's written for kids and enjoyed best by
Like,
kids. Right. Like I didn't get as much enjoyment out of it as an adult reading that middle grade, which is fine. I mean, I would have loved it as a kid. I'll just say that.
mhm.
Read 15 pages. Hello, Lindsay. Before the Fall. Page 82 of 224. Love it. 4 pages of The Dressmaker's Secret. 27 pages of Lilac Girls. Oh, good. Nice. Painted my nails. Love for that for you. And read 1 chapter. Just hopping on. Hi, Jesse. Need to start a new book, but I'm struggling with what to do. I mean, we can help you with that. We love helping. We love bossing each other around.
We also love ignoring each other.
That's true. Read 12 pages and got a snack.
Nice.
Cheese and crackers. What have you done on chapter 28? Perfect. You DNF'd it at 30%. I did read it, and I could see how you DNF'd it early on because it took me a minute to actually feel like I was in it, but I did like it by the end. But I'm not as picky as you, Lena. Among the Hidden. Is that the name of the whole series, Melissa? Among the Hidden. I guess so. People are saying Among the
I
Hidden.
thought it
Among
had
the
like
Hidden.
children in the title or something.
No, they all have Among.
No, but I thought the series name had
Oh,
children in the title.
I don't own them, so I don't know.
Let's just look it up.
Yes, that's the
Among the
series.
Hidden is the first one.
Yeah.
I
don't think I've read any of her.
The Shadow Children.
The Shadow Children. That's what it is.
See, See, Melissa knows.
Back when I was teaching, I had them read Running Out of Time and then watch the Village movie and then have them decide if there was plagiarism or not.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
interesting.
like that because there was an actual
Debate about that.
yeah, there was like a lawsuit, I think.
Okay,
If I remember right.
Nikita, I need to write it down because I forget when things like that get said.
She does.
Listen.
You have a lot of people say that to you. It's not.
So what I do is I put it on a Post-it and then I stick it on the book so that when I go to pick up that book, this is my new.
That is a good system. I like that system.
Because I don't know when I'm going to actually pick up Running Out of Time.
Yeah.
So I just say read.
And then if that person actually already read it, then you.
And here you go, Nikita. You need to either send me an email or a Voxer. On Books of Jams on Voxer and just be like, hey, we're going to read Running Out of Time together. So I have your contact info. Read with Nikita. I mean, we should do that soon because it's so short.
Mm-hmm. It is so good.
It's been on multiple TBRs of mine. I just haven't done it. Went to a baseball game today with my hubby and family, and now I'm learning that I forgot to apply any sunblock to my knees. I can't sit with my legs crossed. Ouch. Oh, man. You know what I did today? I wore shoes that gave me a blister, and I was on worship team. I couldn't do anything about it. If I wasn't, I could have just took my shoes off while I was sitting in the seats, but nope. I was on worship team. I had to walk up on stage. So both blisters, tore open. So it was incredibly painful, and now I can't wear shoes with heels for a couple days until that heals. Thankfully, we're still in sandals weather. So
yeah. I have taken when I'm singing, but it's not a stage at my church, and I just take my shoes off and I'm just standing up there.
Oh my goodness. I wish. Sometimes I wish.
If anybody has said anything, nobody said anything to me. And if they want to hire me for my $0 salary, I'd like
to. There's been a couple people who said different ones to start with. Mariana, I think, is her earliest, like a debut if you want to start at the beginning. Rose Garden was my first one, the Rose Garden, and I was hooked because I loved it. And I read that very early on in my booktube days, and I know who recommended it. Bree. Oh, man. What's her name? She's had multiple names. She's not on YouTube anymore, but she's still on Instagram. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot her name, but Bree. Her name is Bree. And she recommended it. She recommended the Rose Garden. Or I heard her talk about the Rose Garden. I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds good. And I read it and I loved it. I grabbed it because I thought I'd read and then give to my nephew. Perfect. Yeah, he'll love it. That's a great choice, Christy.
Good call.
Summer of Yes on hold. Do either of you have a favorite Courtney Walsh? I haven't read any of hers yet. I haven't read many. I've read the Christmas, Cross Country Christmas, and I've read that one, Summer of Yes, and I loved them both. So
I loved Cross Country Christmas.
Yeah.
That's the only one I read, but I loved it. Definitely want to read more.
Yeah, I would love to read more from her.
There's one, it's got like Isadora.
Oh, yeah. I have that.
I want to read.
Isadora Bentley.
Isadora Bentley. That sounds right.
Something like that. Yeah, I have that saved on an audio app. Everant, maybe. And comparatively. I don't know. It's in brand new condition. There you go. Perfect. Just put Running Out of Time on my wish list, along with The War of the Same Life. Well done. Well done, Emily. We approve of this comment. Shadow Children. Yeah, Melissa, you knew. You knew.
Melissa knows.
10 minutes before you came back on, I'm tandem reading Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms.
Nice.
Getting your Sarah J. Maas on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Funky Time Quirks. Have you read any Barbara Erskine?
No.
But let's talk for a second about time. Have you read Kindred?
No.
By Octavia Butler.
I have it.
Fabulous. That's like straight time travel.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. It's so good. And The Dream Daughter by
Diana Chamberlain. Yeah, that is one of my favorite books of all time.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Add Kindred to your Krista Made Me Do It list because It's so, so good. It's hard hitting. Like it's intense. It's about a black woman in the 70s who's married to a white guy in the 70s. She time travels back to, I think, pre-Civil War South, antebellum South.
Mm-hmm.
And when she gets there, there's a young white boy like drowning in a river, and she rescues him. But now she's a black woman in the South when it's totally different time period than the 70s, and has to adjust. And then you learn like how she goes back and forth between those two timelines, but each time that boy's life is in danger, she time travels back again. And so you learn if there's some kind of connection between these two people, like what's going on. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And Octavia Butler is brilliant. So good.
Yeah, I do. I have it so I can read it, but I need the kick in the pants to read it.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's on your list now. So
Yeah.
content, there you go. You can take a week and say, I'm just going to read Kristen Made Me Do It books this week, and that will make me really happy.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, friends. I didn't read, but washed and dried the dishes, showered, and washed the shower as well. So
Nice.
productive because I had to run back to my friends. It's Monday morning here. Oh, I love that. Way to get stuff done.
Nice.
Love that. 2 completely different books, Hello Stranger or The Lake House. Oh my word, both I love.
I love Hello Stranger, but I also know some Catherine Center fans that have DNF'd Hello Stranger. So if that would be your first Hello Catherine Center.
Speaking of which, there were a lot of problems with Hello Stranger, according to Emily.
Well, and she's not a Catherine Center fan.
Right.
So like rom-commers was like the exception to the rule. And that's how you know it was really good. But my friend who is like a Catherine Center stan DNF'd Hello Stranger. She was like, I can't.
No, it was my least favorite of the ones that I've read, but I still enjoyed my reading time with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I enjoyed it while I read it, but in thinking about all of the ones I've read, it's my least favorite, I think.
It was my second least favorite.
What's your
like
least favorite?
Happiness for Beginners.
Oh,
but
I love it.
That was a 4.5.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
So it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, Emily's like. Oh, sorry, I'm ahead in the comments. Just kidding.
I also read that first. Richard Bleeder, often slip off my flip-flops when I'm on stage. Rich Mullins was barefoot a lot when he performed. You're standing on holy ground. Take off those shoes.
Yeah.
Jacqueline.
Maybe as close to
Hi,
Jesus.
Sam. Recently finished Happy Life. There you go.
Happy
Life
there we go.
Isadora Bentley. It was Isadora Bentley. That's a Courtney Walsh book.
I told you were.
I've heard good things. I got my hairdresser to read at guitar. And it's now reading Throne of Glass. Nice. Do you have a classroom library? And if so, do you take donations?
I do have a classroom library, and I do take donations.
Do you have a separate wish list for your classroom and for yourself?
I do, yeah. I thought you meant like used books, but yeah, I do. I have an Amazon wish list.
Are they both listed?
Yeah, they're both. They're both on my
descriptions.
Yeah. Okay. So one says classroom wish list, and
yeah. So if you're interested in donating to a poor teacher, I'm not lying because every teacher deserves more than they get. So if you're interested in supporting a teacher, an English teacher, check out Amy's classroom wish list on Amazon on her descriptions.
And the link should be in any of the descriptions for my videos. And I've had a lot of videos this month.
I know, every day. I can't 100% yes to Kindred. Here we go. Some Kindred love. So good. Most accessible Butler because it's more historical fiction. I agree, Emily.
I've heard of that it's really accessible.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't love what I was talking about. Spoilers.
I should say I've only read Kindred and Parable of the Sower, but I really didn't like Parable of the Sower. But I love Kindred. Right. I liked 3 out of 6 Catherine Center. Oh, there you go. So she's not a total hater.
Yeah. She just hated the last ones I've been talking about during life.
I've been
Which is
running.
fine, Emily.
I love it.
You're good.
Weekend book club, grocery shopping, and then game night yesterday. Dog had to go to emergency. Oh no! And then
No.
Walmart. Holy moly, Catherine, you've had a busy weekend.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I'm glad it was your Keurig that died and not your dog, because at first I thought it said your dog died, and I was ready to bawl.
Oh my word.
So, grand scheme of things, still not helping you. But I was ready.
No, maybe start with this one, and if you like it, just know all the rest are going to be better. If you don't like it, know that you should try another.
Yeah. If you can like think of it that way, that like if I don't love this is different than her other stuff. But it does have a different feel to it. I would start with The Bodyguard, honestly.
See, but I wouldn't, because I felt like The Bodyguard was different from her other books.
And it is. That is
it's
true.
More rom-com-y than some of her other ones. My first one was the one with the airplane on it. Not Things You Save in a Fire. What?
How to Walk Away?
How to Walk Away. That was my first one. But like, they're heavier. How to Walk Away, Things You Save in a Fire. They're heavier.
That's true. Yeah.
But they're so good. Almost done with Darkness. And we need to do another sprint. So I'm going to fly. Ready? Book 3 in the Remnant Chronicles. Yay. It is a fun series. I agree. Got my morning coffee before your Keurig died, and then played Bunkos. Catherine, good gracious. 3 Sisters by Heather Morris. I've only read Tattooist of Auschwitz by her, and I did not like her writing, so I've not read anything else. So I'm not a good one to answer that. I don't know. Do it, Emily. You never know.
Yeah.
If only one person uses it, then like that's one more thing that you don't have to buy yourself.
Yeah. And not,
Yeah, there's never expectation for people to use it. It's just there just in case someone wants to check it out.
Yeah.
I have some Margaret Peterson Haddock books.
Shower My Students with Love.
The Missing series. Is that The Strangers? No.
It starts with Missing.
And the Greystone Secrets.
Greystone Secrets is The Strangers
to See. Yeah, that's the one I want to read.
Yeah.
Jen! Hello, just got home from a barbecue. Gonna pick up Divine Rivals. I'm behind on my prompts.
Is that like she's so on theme? Weren't you at a barbecue last week? One of the other
It's only sci-fi because of the time travel. It's mostly historical fiction. But the commentary on life as a Black woman in the 70s and life as a Black woman in the 18 whatevers is so good. Like,
in comparison.
Yeah, it's just really, it's very, very thought-provoking. It's not like, you're not going to finish and be like, oh, I really loved that book. It's be like, whoa. I don't know. It's a heavy read. You got to be in the right headspace for it, I think. But it's definitely not, I don't know. I know time travel technically is sci-fi because that doesn't happen. but it doesn't focus on the how and the why of the time travel. The conversation is more about the differences of being a Black woman in those 2 time periods. And I thought that conversation was phenomenal, especially because Octavia Butler herself is a Black woman. So I feel like she's coming at it from someone who's walked that road. Right. So I don't know. I really liked it. So Reader, Kindred was good. I gave it 4 stars, and I'm picky, so it's good. It's so true. Hell Stranger, biggest disappointment. I love What You Save in a Fire. Oh, that's what it's called. What You Save in a Fire. I said it wrong. Would you rather like a book that everyone hates or hate a book that everyone likes? I said I already hate books that a lot of people like. So funny. Aw, Lena. But if you're ever in the mood for a rom-com, do pick up The Bodyguard because it's so good.
It is.
Yeah. There you go. There's tips. Oh my goodness. Too upset.
I was a little surprised that it was just like kind of in there. And that's why I stopped and read it again. And I was like, okay.
Kelly liked
that is one of my biggest fears, is that a dog dies while I am in charge of it. And like the ones that I had this weekend are old. Like it's a definite possibility.
I love that it's the same family that had the barbecue both times. That's so funny
Oh
that we
my
know
gosh, I love
that.
that.
Parable of Sower was so dystopia. Picked up Kindred. Yeah,
Mm,
it was very dystopian. Haven't shared it with too many people.
yeah.
Do you let the parents of your students know about your wish list?
Oh, not.
Interesting idea.
I
Walk
should
away.
think about that.
Yeah.
'Cause why not? I could put it right in my email
Yeah.
header.
I mean, you could always say like, no obligation to buy, but if you have family
Yeah.
members who want to donate to your kid's classroom, like feel free
Yeah.
to share my wish list with them.
I
Yeah,
can't buy all the new hip books that your
that's
kids want to
right.
read.
All right. So
I
let's
do
go
got some of them. But
let's go
I've
ahead
had
and
parents, they're like, I want to buy this book for your classroom. And I'm like, I just bought it.
yeah,
And
right.
if I had just put it on my wish list and they would have, you know, that would have been cool.
Yep. So Kelly says, yeah, as a grandma, I would totally donate to my grandkids' classrooms.
Oh, that's so cool.
Pencil sharpener that
I love
someone
that
lifted.
idea.
A gifted.
Gifted.
Me.
Should you be admitting that?
We got you. We got you. Share that you're open to used books. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and read for almost a half hour. So happy reading, everybody. Can you hear the race? Can you hear cars? Almost as like a fan sound. My gosh, I live a mile as the crow flies to a NASCAR
Oh.
racetrack, and it's like longer than a mile to drive there, but like as the crow flies, it's about a mile away. So whenever there's a race, like tonight, I can hear the cars like, like oh my gosh. So there's a race going on as we speak.
One of my students, I let them pick out, and every once in a while, I'll let them pick out the ASMR that
Yeah.
we have on during read to self time. And one of my students picks a car like race ambiance whenever it's his turn. Once it was just vroom, 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 like the whole time. I was like, we're never doing that again.
No. Yep. Oh, Lisa's watching it. Yep. They have 38 laps to go. Oh, so that's going to be a while.
No,
All right.
I don't hear it though. I can't hear
Okay.
it. So,
All right. Good. Well, I'm going mute anyway.
yeah.
Happy reading, everyone. See you in a bit.
Happy reading.
All right, all right. Come on back. How hard you get?
270 out of 320. So 50 pages left.
Nice. Very cool.
I think I'll finish this tonight.
I read one more and 1.5. So I have.
Bless you.
Excuse me. I have half of my last first chapter to read. And then like the final clip to wrap it all up.
Nice.
So I should be able to do that in the next sprint. I think I'm not going to put laundry in because it's already 9:15. Oh, man. So last night, I had to get up early today because I was singing at our other campus and it's 30 minutes away. And my campus doesn't start till 11. They start at 10. And we had canceled our midweek practice because of a tornado watch.
Oh.
Which isn't a warning. It just means that it's a storm. But
like all the ingredients are there for tacos, but nobody's seen a taco.
I saw that meme. I'm like, that's so good. So we canceled that practice. So we had to get there by 8 today, which means I had to leave my house by 7:30. So I went to bed early last night, but my neighbors 2 houses over in the other direction. My one direction is my landlord 2 houses over. In the other direction, they were having a party. And it's not a normal, like usually my neighborhood is very quiet. I don't have to deal with outside music or all of that. Like occasionally somebody driving down the street too fast or their bass blaring, but it's not usually a party kind of neighborhood. So it's fine. It's a summer weekend evening. They're having a cookout, playing their music outside. But my bedroom is at the back of my house, right by the window. And they were in their backyard 2 houses over playing their music. So I could just hear the bass.
Oh.
Like, oh my gosh. So I laid in bed for like an hour. I'm like, I'm just not going to fall asleep and I need to get up early. So I ended up coming into Jordan's room, sleeping in there last night. And then I had to get up at the crack of dawn today. Not a good combo. I don't know why I was saying that story. Good story, Krista. Good story.
It is a really good story.
I don't know why I was telling you that though. I lost it. Anyways, so there you have it. I didn't sleep well last night. Maybe because I'm not going to stay up super late tonight. But I have another hour in me for sure. So we'll at least do one more sprint, maybe 2. Let me take this banner off. Maybe 1 normal one and 1 short one. Maybe that's what we'll plan on.
Perfect.
That's why I was saying I'm not going to start laundry tonight because I don't want to stay up too late.
Yeah. It started with laundry. Okay, that makes sense.
Brought it back around eventually. Good grief. I need to do laundry, but I'll just do it tomorrow night. It's fine. Meanwhile, I got Chinese food this weekend for the first time in ages. And my body is like, nah, that's not a good plan.
No, thank you, ma'am.
I am not feeling so hot.
Yeah. You got to work your way back to Chinese food.
No, I don't want to. Like if I'm realizing.
I know, but like if you're going to, you need to work your way back.
Right.
It's not, you can't just like.
Yeah. No, I don't need to. It's either that or pizza. I got both Chinese food and pizza this weekend. Not a great combo of healthy food choices. Not at all.
My brother-in-law can't have pizza anymore because of
the
all
cheese
of the stuff in it.
I don't know. I'm wondering.
Does not agree with him anymore.
I'm wondering if that's me too. I used to cook. I think I've just given up on. Like I lived by myself for so long and I used to cook like decent foods and it's been a while since I've been consistently like cooking for myself.
Okay. So I have a semi-healthy dessert.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So it is Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Plain Greek yogurt.
Okay. Yeah.
And you put so it's like a cup of that ish. You put like a couple tablespoons of pudding mix.
Okay.
So like vanilla pudding or chocolate pudding or whatever you like want at that time. And then fruit.
Okay.
on top.
Yeah.
Mix it.
That's
Well,
good.
you mix it and then you put the fruit on top because otherwise it doesn't work as well. But I did it with, I've had it with Greek yogurt and chocolate pudding with cherries. It was so good.
Nice.
But my favorite is Greek yogurt and vanilla with strawberries, and it tastes like a
Oh,
strawberry cheesecake.
that sounds good. I've heard of that with, instead of pudding mix, protein powder. And then it's like high protein.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing intermittent fasting this month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 11 days in and I've been doing really good. I
Nice.
cheated on my first day because I just forgot. So I was like cutting a peach for my little dude for his snack, and I like popped a couple pieces of peach in my mouth before it was my eating window. I'm like, and then I realized, yeah,
At least it was healthy.
100%. So, and it was like the first day of it. So, but since then I've been clean fasting, which just means only water without any squirty yummy stuff in it, which I normally put in my water. So it's just straight water from after dinner until lunch the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So sadly, I've not changed my food the rest of the day, so I haven't lost any weight. But I think I can see it a little bit here.
Yeah.
And I always joke that I lose weight like this. It starts at the top. It works its way down very slowly. It doesn't get to the part where I need it to get, my belly. But
Mine starts in this area
yeah.
when I lose weight. So
yeah. But I feel good, except for the Chinese and the pizza that I had this weekend. Not healthy choices. But I made taco meat yesterday, and I put the black beans right in it, and I'm going to make a couple jar salads. Probably tomorrow night I'll make them. So that I've got that for lunch the rest of the week, just like a little taco salad in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's healthy because I'll put a lot of veg. I'll put like peppers in there and tomatoes and just a little bit of cheese, and then it's turkey. It's ground turkey, so it's healthier, I guess. But
I mean, relatively speaking, it is healthier than. And yogurt with a little bit of pudding is healthier than ice cream. Like,
and then straight pudding too, right? For sure.
Yeah. So like,
no, I like. There was a while that 000 yogurt had a chocolate one, and I loved getting that because at first I was like, chocolate yogurt, but it actually was really good, and it did. It was like dessert. So
yeah, and that would that like chocolate with
with the pudding in it. Yeah,
it was really good. My aunt put like frozen cherries that she had picked on top of it. She's the one that kind of got me hooked on it. But yeah, like I've actually had fresh fruit. I've bought fresh fruit and I have eaten it, not forgotten I had it and thrown it away living by myself.
Yep.
So
I get you.
Like I kind of like eyeball it, but about like 2 tablespoons or 2 tablespoons of.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
I totally would have bought books from Wishlist for my kids' teachers when they were in school.
And the families of my students are very generous, and when we do have book fairs, they do buy me books. Like when like all the teachers make a wish list, and they are very, very generous. Like there's a part of me that's like, I can't ask them to be more generous than they already are, but like around teacher appreciation, if I just had that wish list, because they all get me something, maybe, and not all of them, but like. I made probably quite a few of them. I don't know, like somebody else is in charge of it. So I don't know, whatever, but it's just how, they're so generous. Like I would never venture to say that they're not, but
they have 38 laps. They're done. I don't hear the cars anymore.
She did say that like later on. She's like, perfect timing. They just finished.
Yes, Jesse, Richmond has a racetrack very close to me on the north side. I was at Second and Charles, and they had a big cart of books by checkout that customers could purchase, and then the store was donating them to a local school. That is cool.
I love that.
Yeah, that is cool.
Awesome.
Used to live near Merchants Walk, could hear the races on quiet days. I could just imagine being that close. Yep.
Nice.
It's loud. Just popped on. Hi, Jennifer. Long, exhausting
Hi.
day at work. Sorry that you had such a long day.
Yeah.
My husband used to live a mile from a smaller racetrack, and when we were at his D's for a weekend in the
Yeah.
summer, you would be able to hear the cars and all. Yep. You can hear it. Page 150 out of 224 and page 295 of 3. Oh,
Whoa.
get off the chat and go finish that book because you're so close. Read 2.5 chapters in Divine Rivals. How are you liking that, Jen? Playing Animal Crossing. Recently restarted one of my islands, so still lots to do. I've never played that game.
I've never played it, but I've heard a lot of people really love it.
Sorting out edge pieces. Yay for a new puzzle. Hello, Becca.
Hello, Becca.
That sprint flew. My book is getting so good. Love that. We're going to be moving to 2 services by October. I'm going to have to be at church by 7. Oh, yeah. Last service ends at 11:30. See, my church doesn't even start until 11, which is kind of nice. I mean, I don't love it. I'm much rather go early, but it's okay. It's fine.
I have to be at church at 7 when I sing at the 8 o'clock service, which is like,
yeah, it's really early.
Yeah.
I shared it because I was tired today, probably.
Quite possibly.
Made it to 79, loving it, and I do love the difference in the voices. Yeah, I have a feeling both the Chinese and the pizza is not good for my belly. And I had leftovers of one for lunch and leftovers of the other for dinner. So that's not good because it doesn't really help me know which one
it is. Yeah.
It is. Got ready for bed, picked up a book that's been sitting on my shelf to be finished, Death in Sheep's Clothing by Stella Phillips, published in 1971. Typical British manor house mystery.
Nice.
Fun.
Love it.
That sounds fun. Cooking for one is not worth the effort or the dirty dishes. 100%. I agree.
And even when I have like a ton of leftovers that I'm like, okay, I can do this and I can handle them for like a week, but then I'm like,
yeah. Well, I had a big thing of meat. It was like a 2-pounder, I think. It was a big one. So I browned the whole thing and then put half of it in the freezer. So it's at least cooked. So if I want to make a sauce or I want to do taco meat again, I at least already have it cooked.
Yeah. That's nice.
And I love having taco meat anyway, because I can make a quesadilla or I can make a taco or I can make a taco salad or like there's lots of options of what I could do with it.
Yeah.
After coming down with the virus last spring, tomato sauce hasn't tasted right. So nope. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's
tired of figuring out what to make. Family is no help. I saw a thing yesterday, I don't know, in one of my endless scrolling sessions. It was this lady, I don't know, household tips kind of a thing. But she has a theme for every day of the week. So it's like slow cooker Monday, taco Tuesday, try something new Wednesday, whatever, everything. And then she has for each day a whole list of recipes. So, and then she has them in sleeves. So you can just circle or laminated or whatever. So you just circle with a whiteboard marker and then write in on her meal plan. But then, so it just limits the choices. That's such a lazy genius kitchen. To like take the decision, like minimize the options of decision. So it's not like, what am I going to make for dinner today out of all the choices? It's like, oh, today is Tuesday. We're having something Taco Tuesday-ish. So it could be enchiladas or quesadillas or whatever. It could be along the lines of Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a good way to do it.
That is cool.
But who wants to cook every day of the week? Not me. As long as you're holding her, it doesn't make for easy cooking. I mean, but she's so cute.
But you get to hold her.
Sean is reading more of Hind's Feet tonight. Good. Nice. Before I Called You Mine by Nicole Deese. I really want to read The Words We Lost by her. My hubby does it with protein powder and pudding mix and freezes it. Ooh, then it is ice cream.
Yeah.
Came out really soupy. I might have done something wrong. I haven't tried it. I've just heard of people doing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, maraschino cherries on the yogurt.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I live alone. I've been using HelloFresh. I've done HelloFresh for a while. You do have to cook, but it is true. You don't get a lot of leftovers, and the meals are all really good. I don't think I had
Mhm.
one that I didn't like. I was very impressed by them. I've
I
thought
I
about
was doing it, and I would get to the point where I would get backed up, and then I would, like, be throwing I have
yeah,
meat actually that I knew that I wasn't gonna get to it, so I put the meat in my
in the
freezer,
freezer. Yeah,
so, like but it just I felt like
right.
I
It's
just
hard
felt like I was wasting a lot of food, and I
wasting it. Yeah,
didn't like that.
I hear you. I've thought about doing Factor because I tried two of the my one of my families did Factor for a minute with her and her husband. She
Mhm,
like gave me because they got back, they had like tons. They're like, please take two home. So I went
mhm,
through and I picked two to bring home, and they were delicious. And those
mm,
are like high protein, almost keto friendly,
mhm,
like no, it was just like
yeah.
some kind of meat and veg, and they were really good. Even the one I had was Brussels sprouts, and I don't normally like Brussels sprouts at all, but it was delicious. But it's just so pricey, and with my job changing a little bit this fall, I
You
have to
don't
cut back.
know,
I
yeah.
have to cut back on my budget a little
Mhm,
bit or a lot bit until November when it will go back to normal. But um,
mhm.
so I might
There
wait.
is there's one so the, Hannah Alonso is a YouTuber that I follow. She does a lot of anti-MLM and, like, whatever.
Yeah,
But anyway, she is sponsored by Factor a lot, and she has, like, a 50%, like, code on
yeah,
hers.
they do codes. I mean, if I use a code, I could do it for a little bit,
Right, and even
but
just to try it,
I
like, at
want to
least
wait and
a little
see,
bit.
like, actually what my finances are gonna look like before
Yeah.
I
Mhm,
commit to doing something like
mhm,
that. Because I do also wanna join a gym. I was
mhm.
almost gonna do it yesterday because I was out and about, and I'm like, "I'm just gonna go right now," but this week isn't my last full week of, like, every single day working a full day with kids.
Mm.
After that, it's gonna slow way down. So I'll wait until I actually have time. Like, this week, I don't know when I would actually go, so it's pointless to start a membership and then not be able to go for a week. I'll
Right.
just wait. I'll just wait.
Mhm. Yeah.
She said a
Somewhere
couple scoops.
between 1 to 2 tablespoons.
I mean, it's to taste,
Taste.
right?
Yeah.
If you like it a little less strong
Mhm.
flavor, use a little less.
Yeah.
Just started only up to chapter 4 in Divine Rivals. My hold for audiobook for Divine Rivals just came in. Fun.
Mhm.
Hello, hello, Glenda. The Will of the Many, and have just started night watching.
Oh,
Glad you're enjoying both of them. Bunko Group had a back to school theme and had us bring donations for a local. That's cool.
that is cool. I
Yeah.
love
One of my friends from church is a teacher. And she just posted her. She's like, "Hey, no pressure whatsoever, but here's my wish list for my classroom." She's switching grades this year, so some of the stuff she had used in the past, she just needs to beef up what she needs for the new
Mhm,
grade. She's like, just in case anyone's interested in helping support my new classroom. So
mhm.
I got like two things off of there. But it's like 10 or 12 bucks. Like it's easy to just what do
Yeah,
I yeah, it's easy to help out teachers in that way. So that's cool.
that's really cool.
Back from dinner. Hey Judy, night chores are done. I'm curious about night chores. Like what does that mean for you? Now I can joy springs. I want to know. Is that like part of your evening routine? Do you have a different chore each night? I want to know. Those meal plan ideas are so smart. Yeah, I've seen them. It's not a new idea. I'm pretty sure Lazy Genius is where I first heard of that kind of concept of a theme for each day and then a list of recipes that you know you already love or
Mhm,
just a list of meals, whatever.
mhm,
Um, Reading First Ladies by Marie Benedict. Two people on the cover. My mom is
I have
watching
that to
Factor now that my dad doesn't eat anymore. Oh man.
read.
I never want what I planned for when I meal plan.
That
Mhm.
is
For a while when I was meal planning, I was just like, okay, this week I'm gonna make these two things because it's just me and again leftovers. So
right.
like I used to just plan to make two, like a pot of chili and whatever, two things, and then that would be my lunches and dinners,
Mhm.
and I'd have options, so I wasn't like eating the same thing every meal for 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
Um, and then I could make it or not when it got time to it. Like I don't know,
Mhm. Yeah.
but that worked for me for a little while. Whoever thought one of our biggest daily decisions would be what to have for dinner every day for the rest of our life, right?
Yep.
Hey, Meg, you had some sprints tonight too. I hope you had fun on your channel. I saw that.
Nice.
Working through Words of Radiance. Perfect. I get sick of leftovers after 2 times, and it goes to waste. So batch cooking is no good.
Yeah, unless it's something that you can like freeze as a complete like,
yeah,
and then
when I make a chili that I call it Mindy's chili because it's my friend Mindy's recipe from Massachusetts. When I make her chili, I immediately put half of it into a big freezer and save it.
Yeah, chili is
because it makes a huge pot, right?
Yeah.
Same when I do a white chicken chili in my crock pot, and when I make that, I put half of it right away into a freezer bag, or like smaller ones. So I'm just pulling out like 2 or 3 meals at a time.
Yeah, I will get into kicks of doing like freezer meals, or I just like put things together and then I can just pop it into my slow cooker. And sometimes I do better than others. Like if I'm doing like a bunch of freezer meals, I'll do one batch in 2 different bags and then but sometimes I'm afraid to do that.
I think my favorite thing to do is just cook up chicken in a crock pot and make it into shredded chicken, and I do it 2 different ways. So I usually both of my crock pots, I cook up all this chicken and then I put most of it in the freezer in small bags so I could just pull it out. And that's easy and quick to do.
Yeah.
Danny, what's up, girl? Cat care, change water and litter boxes, brush your teeth. Okay, so it's like night routine stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I like to make 3 to 4 things and then throw most of it in the freezer. Yeah. And then you do have things that are ready to go. You just got to remember to pull it out of the freezer.
Right.
Back from your walk, ready to read during the next sprint. My book is Blindsided by Priscilla Cummings, another middle grade.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Rereading Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. And need to learn to make 1 to 2 servings. I know I have not learned that. Like I come from a big family. Like when I learned cooking, I was making food like everything. So like, yeah, I just never got in the hang of making a little bit at a time. I'm afraid to leave my crock pot on all day when I'm not home. I do not have that problem.
So one of my friends, no, I don't know who it was. Somebody suggested getting a the Christmas tree timer lights and connect. So you have everything in it in the morning and then you set it for a time to start going on. And then whatever. The only thing with that is it's sitting on your counter but it wouldn't be on all day is the thing.
Yeah, but
I don't know how much I trust that, but somebody.
Yeah. Have you heard about teacher showers? I just heard someone throwing one for her daughter who just got her first teaching job. Oh, that's a great idea.
That is awesome.
How fun. My goal this summer was to cook a couple of meals in the crock pot a week and then have some meals for the week and store the rest in the freezer. Yep. How have you been doing with that? Crock pot of chili, first night chili, second night loaded baked potato, third night chili cheese nachos. Hey, that's cool.
Nice.
I
love it.
I cook to have leftovers. I do too, but my boyfriend refuses to eat leftovers and makes you throw them out. Oh, yeah, I'm the same. I love leftovers. I'll eat it till it's gone.
There's a lot of things that taste better as leftovers.
Yeah, I don't mind. Chili is one of them. Yep, I'm a big fan of Taco Bell. My belly is not a fan of it, but I love it anyway. This is us.
Yes, but that was not the crock pots that we are using today.
No. Oh my gosh. Listen, I had to stop watching this show right about the time when you learned what happened to the dad. Right about that time. Because it wrecked me. I mean, every episode I cried because I cried everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
But like the dad in that show had a lot of similarities to my dad, who died young. My family had adopted Black children. So like we were the mixed race family and dealing with adoption issues, dealing with race stuff. Like there was a lot of similarities, not exact by any means, but like between that family and my family, there was a lot of similarities.
Enough connections.
That like hospital scene.
That was,
I was like on the floor in the fetal position sobbing. Like I was for hours after it was over. Like I had to turn it off and that was it. I never went back. I can't watch it anymore. And you know how good God is though? Like that day, like shortly after I finished watching that, my cousin called me and she's like, "Hey, my husband and I are in town. You want to go out to dinner?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yes! I need somebody who knows me and loves." Like, I was like, like it was just the perfect timing to connect with somebody who knew my dad and loved him, and knew me and loved me. Like it
Mhm.
was like God saying, "Here, I see
You
you.
will be
I see your
okay.
tears." Yeah, that show. That was
Oh,
it. I was
that
done.
broke me I have not watched the whole thing,
No, I
but
won't. I'm after that episode, I was done. I'm like, I just can't. It was too much.
when you get to the part where you know what's happening with the mother,
Yeah,
because that's kind of my
there you go.
family
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
dynamic.
See, this is us. It's named so
Yeah.
well. Like
Yeah.
it's just so
This
relatable. Just like
literally is us. It's crazy.
yeah. My crock pot connects to Alexa and I can turn it on and off when I'm that's cool.
Yeah.
Fancy Tracy.
Mhm.
When I student taught at the elementary level, all the teachers at the school put a bunch of supplies in a basket and they gave it to oh, that's
That's so
nice.
cool.
Reading Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, taking a break from helping my oldest to pack for his freshman year. He leaves on Wednesday. EHP.
Oh.
Read the All Souls trilogy. I think I'm going to do that for the last 2 weeks of August. My hubby usually cooks a turkey after Thanksgiving. We eat it for dinner that night and then bag the rest. Yeah, my mom does that too. If we go somewhere else for Thanksgiving, she comes home and makes a turkey. She wants all the leftovers. I enjoy.
Oh,
Who's surprised that Emily liked Brandon Sanderson? Not me. I'm not surprised.
honey.
Yeah, I've seen people do that on Facebook. Well, my friend did. Yep. Same
Mhm.
with pork for New Year's and ham at Easter. I love it. My brain always. Oh, it broke
Yep,
me,
mhm.
seriously.
Yep, yep,
One of the
yep.
best shows ever written. Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore.
Mhm.
During my minor eye surgery on Thursday, I put my eye cream on. Now I can't see well. Gonna go to bed.
Oh,
Oh, good night, Lindsay.
good night.
Oh, too realistic. Yeah,
Mhm.
same. I feel like it was too close to reality for me too,
Yeah.
and I had to stop. Yep.
Although I did love the first
Yeah.
episode. The
Oh.
first episode is one of the best written pilots ever, where you're just like, "How are all
Oh.
these people connected?" And then all of a sudden
Right.
we're like, "Oh."
Yeah. It was cool.
It was so cool. So well done.
All right, let's go ahead and go till 15 again because we've been chatting for a long time. So a little more than 30 minutes this time. What? Who am I? And we will chat when we get back. Hopefully do one more after that, just like a quickie, a quick chat and one more quick one, and then be done for the night. But
Sounds
all right,
good.
happy
Happy reading.
All right, all right. Come on back. I finished my try chapter tag video. Well, the clips. But I have to clear off space on my computer because it will no longer airdrop clips from my phone to my computer because I think I have too much stuff. So I need to just clear out some things. But at least it's done. And then I started Wayward on audio.
So you loved one of them.
I found two of them very interesting and would love to continue. One of them I enjoyed, but need to wait for the right mood. I'm curious about more. And then one of them is a little more, it's going to take a little more effort to read it, but I need to go a little more before I decide. And then one I'm getting rid of. So very successful, I would say.
Nice.
Chapter.
How'd
you do?
I'm on page 312 of 320.
Oh my word. So we need to do one more sprint.
Yeah.
And then that's it. So we'll just go through comments and then get right back into one more sprint. And then I'm going to have to call it a night because
if that's okay.
I'm getting tired. But yeah, I want you to finish. I think this is where we left up. We did that one.
Yeah.
BBO takes an interesting turn.
That's the latest Deborah Harkness.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, Paulina. Good. We're doing one more sprint just for you. Where the Streets Had a Name. Finish the mystery. Surprised at who done it. That's good.
That's the
goal. Go to bed. Good night, Pamela. Finished Stay Out of the Basement by R.L. Stein. 5 stars. Fun. Good night, Katie. I know we lost a couple. It's a good morning in India. Well, hello, India.
Welcome.
And thank you. Good evening for us. Coming in late. Hey, Nikki. Reading A Season for Second Chances. Love it. Nice. 60 got to page 60. Good job. Finished just before you call us back. Perfect. Catherine, do you know what you're picking up next? That is the question. I feel so sad for Molly and I want to give her, that's how I felt I think you're going to love it, Emily. I felt that way in The Maid too.
Is she in The Maid or is she in The Mystery Guest?
No, she's in The Maid.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay.
Another chapter down. Got here just in time. Yours truly is so good. Love it. Read a chunk of Shelterwood. I have not, but I have it.
I have not read it.
It was in my July box. I picked it. So I'm glad.
But I will see you on Tuesday, Lindsay.
I'm glad to hear that you're liking it so far because I've heard some people were a little disappointed.
That's the new Lisa Wingate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like people wanted to like it, but it didn't live up to their expectations from what I've heard from people so far. So I'm curious, Lindsay, what you're going to think. Okay. Switch books, read a chapter in Divine Rivals and 3 in the Paris Hours for my shortest and other country prompts. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Hello. Just here and saying hi. Hi, Vaughn. Things to do tonight, so I'll see you next time. Totally fine. Thanks for popping in. No. Hi, Emily.
Oh, yeah, she's reading the first one.
And I just saw that Leah Beth from Book Time is having birthday sprints, and a lot of people that a lot of channels that I watch are all on screen with her. So I'm like, oh, that would have been a fun sprints to go to too. Have a good week. Thanks, Melissa. TV froze. Oh man. Glad I had a phone going to comment. Perfect. Yeah. Had time for lunch in Australia. Yay, Sue.
Nice.
I love hearing that you guys from all over the world are joining in. That's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
Pretty crazy. My word. So I'm just starting Wayward. I feel like I'm doing another try chapter because I'm barely into the first chapter. Or I'm in chapter 2 now. I think it has short chapters. I don't know how far I am, but I like that it's a full cast audio. Or
Oh,
I don't know if full cast, multiple
multiple
cast
casts, yeah.
audio, because it's like different generations of women. So I think each generation is going to have its own narrator.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And at my speed, it's going to be less than 6 hours. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
definitely finish this one before. So that's good. If I do 4, I might be able to get. Yeah, I think I'll just do this last one. I have Invisible Hour pulled as well for my shortest, but I don't need chips. I don't need chips in my cooking. Um, because I need to read Hind's Feet in High Places. I need to read Castle of Tangled Magic for Wednesday. I need to read The Shell Seekers for that group read, and I need to start my Patreon book club book. So I think Wayward will be my last Ketchupathon book.
Okay. Emily says to check the trigger warnings.
Oh, I'm not triggered by anything, so I'm down. That's not a thing for me. But thank you for the warning that there will be some heavy stuff. Yeah, it starts right out with there's a domestic violence scene right in the very beginning of it. So I'm sure might continue along those lines. I'm not sure, but it might. But domestic violence is right in the first chapter. So yeah, it's not going to be a fluffy read by any means. Nope.
Doesn't sound like it. This is a lot less fluffy than I expected it to be.
Yeah. Are you enjoying it though?
Yes. Yes. I am enjoying it. There's part of me that feels like maybe there's a little too much put into it. And I think that's because it's her debut. So like,
yeah,
like there was just so much excitement and, like,
yeah,
I get that. And I really love the characters in it, but there is a lot of things that I'm like, ooh, I was not expecting that. And ooh, I was not expecting that. And it's not like super dark, but there's cancer and there's like suicide. Like there's like things that you're like, there's a lot.
Yeah.
But nothing is explicitly shown like it's, but it's I am liking it, but it's a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. It's not just whimsical and cozy, but it's
yeah. Not sure. Oh, not sure what your next book is going to be. I'll decide before going to bed, or more likely in the morning. I never read a book for my guests, but I could count one of my other books, even though it already covered 2 things. It can cover 3 things. We told you, no rules, man.
Absolutely.
You can read one book, and that could be your cookout. Like, make it happen.
Yeah. And when I was doing the 4 Winds, I was like, holy cow! I was like, dude.
Yeah, lots of things.
Lots of things.
I would say yes. Yep.
Or
I don't want to say
yes. Is it yes to both of them?
I'm not saying which, because you got to get there.
So you're saying,
right off the bat that even though her grand has passed away, she still plays a very important part in Molly, in her thought process and the way she interacts with the world. She's constantly referring to her grandmother. So I would say yes for that fact alone, but you have to continue to read to find out if there's found family or not. But I would count it for that prompt for sure. I'm switching over to Bride, need a romance, too close to bedtime for a thriller. My goal was 4. So far I have 2 finished in a DNF. If I could finish Paris Hours and Divine Rivals, I'll be happy. There you go. Yeah. That would be 4 finished and 1 DNF. That would be 5 altogether. Perfect. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, like I said at the very beginning, I don't know if everyone was here at that point or not, but I only had read 3 so far, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 that I'm unhauling. So yeah, I count that. Well, and one of them is
I've read 2. I have 3. This will be my
go.
And then I have 2 on the go yet.
Nice.
Which
hopefully finish before What day is
Yeah,
it? Thursday?
I definitely think that I can finish.
12, 13,
Yours
14.
truly has, like, I just shot through yours truly, and I
Yeah.
think if I sit down and focus on the lost story, I've just kind of been going slower because 'cause I'm buddy reading it, and so, like, I wasn't, like, pushing myself to do it. If I
Yeah.
wanted to, I could sit down and crack it out because I
Mm,
love being in the story when I'm in the story, like,
nice.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But I'm okay with going slow because I'm enjoying it too, so, I don't
Nice.
know, this whole thing.
Good. So I'll have guests. Now I need a dessert. Bride is
This is my
good.
dessert, but then I feel like it didn't necessarily have to be because it's, like, all this other stuff too, so I'm like, "Holy cow."
Yeah. I wanted to get to Divine Rivals, but that's just not going to happen. So,
Mhm.
too many read for other reasons books on my plate in the middle of Ketchupathon this time around. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to read till 50. No, we're going to just do till 45. I know it's quick, but I want to get to bed at a
Yeah,
reasonable. I want to be in bed by 11 my time.
okay.
So, the more you guys say dessert, the more I want actual dessert. I think I liked Bride too, but I needed light romance at the time. I don't
Mhm.
even know what is Bride. I don't know what that is.
That's the Allie Hazelwood, I think.
Okay. And
The,
my
like,
friend Halter's
paranormal Allie Hazelwood that's way different than her STEM
okay.
workplace rom-com-y.
Um, I like it, but it's definitely not a keeper.
Mm.
Bummer. There will not. Amy and I just have a few too many things going on this week. I'm doing patron only sprints on Tuesday. So if you're a patron, you can join me for sprints on Tuesday.
I don't have book club.
Yeah, here better late than never reading That Summer in Berlin by Lisa Cornwall. Don't do book of the month, but this fits the bill for beach and burgers and dogs. Perfect.
Nice.
That is not a Krista book. Yeah, I know Allie Hazelwood is not for me. I already know that. So no worries. All right, last sprint. Just make it a quick one, about almost 20 minutes, 18, 17 minutes, something like that. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
All right, all right. I made it through the first 4 chapters of Wayward, and look how good this bookmark goes.
I love it.
Look, it's
That's
like the
perfect.
same kind of green. Yeah, I love it. I love
On
when
both
that.
sides.
I love when that happens.
Mhm.
How did you do? Did you finish?
I did. I
Yeah.
finished. I have to sit with it before I
Okay.
rate it.
Cool.
And then I read a little bit of yours truly.
Yay. How did everybody else do? I know that was a quick one. I just saw that was so fast. It was a quick one, but my goal is to be in bed by 11. So I've got 13 minutes to wrap it all up and go to bed. Oh man, where did I don't think I marked.
Oh, I don't know.
Did I do this one? Summer in Berlin.
Yeah.
Beach location, burgers and dogs. That's right.
Yep.
Gonna read. Here we go. Here we go. Not in Love is very different from her rom-coms. Gave it 2.5 stars. Good night, Catherine. Gonna read a couple short stories from Chicken Soup for the Dog Lover's Soul. Charmed Friend.
That's a Krista book.
That's not a Krista book. Any means. Good night, Lindsay. I know that went fast. Read almost 100 pages. That's awesome, Beth.
Nice.
Glad that you got so much read. Thank you, Jane, for hanging out. Worked on packing up a Pango order. That reminds me, I need to open up my Pango shop again. And I have a whole pile of books now to add, so I need to get on that. Not until next week, probably, or like after this week.
Yeah.
6 chapters done. Love it. Did get some reading done after the race was over. I love that you watched the race that I could hear. Got to page 145 in Finley Donovan. Perfect. Needed this as I haven't read as much because I was traveling and then watching Olympics. Got to page 128. Wonderful. You're welcome. Yay. Good job, Paulina. Good night, Judy. You're welcome. 2 chapters. Glad I at least caught the last one. I know. Yeah. Glad you were able to join. Me too, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Glad you were here. I love having you guys read in sprints. Good night, Kathleen.
Good
night. Thanks to all that enjoy this corner of the internet. I love it so much. Good night, Liz.
A fun little corner.
A great evening. Finished The Love of My Afterlife. Enjoyed it more than you thought. Read 30 pages of My Murder. Good. You got a lot done tonight, too. Good night, Jamie. Yes. Wonderful. I'll probably post a stack and like talk about, I'll do that on Instagram. Like take a picture of what I actually read and what my cookout looks like.
Yeah.
Yay. Good night. Good night. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, we will not be having any more sprints for Ketchupathon. Yeah. So sorry. But thanks for participating. And I hope you guys got some good reading in these 2 weeks. It's always a fun time for us to connect with you all and get some book of the month read off of our shelves. And we will have more of them. We've got ideas up the wazoo for different things that we can build. You guys have given us lots of ideas and we have ideas. Like there will be more. So stay tuned for next year. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you soon.